Being in college, I was a full-time student, so I wasn't like part-time. So for me, it was really hard to do both of those things at once. Because the story is actually a lot juicier than it sounds. Like, we just met through a friend, but he was actually one of my friend's boyfriend. Hey guys, what's up? So today we are gonna be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, or like a get ready with me with a Q&A. And I'm so excited. I have not done this, like one of these videos, in literally the longest time. So I'm really excited to be answering some questions for you guys. I asked you over on Instagram to send me some questions you guys wanted me to answer, whether it was things about me or just like other types of questions. First of all, I am gonna start hydrating my face, and whenever I do my makeup, I like to put on some like lip moisturizer. I said that really weird. Lip moisturizer. This is the cocoa butter formula. It's the Palmer's cocoa butter. This one is super popular. This is 24-hour moisturizer for dry lips, and let me tell you, my lips get super chapped and super dry, so I always have to pop this baby on before I start my makeup. And then I don't use any primer or anything, but I do like using the Cetaphil creamer. This is more for like all body sort of creamer, but I like to use it in my face too. I know some people use different moisturizer for the face, but this honestly works really good with my face, so I love using it. By the way, if you guys see this, I actually burned myself, like I want to say almost a month ago, and it's still like right there. Hopefully it goes away because it's so annoying. I feel like you can see it through my makeup. But let's get started with the first question. How old are you? So I am 22 years old. I am about to be 23 in literally almost like a month and a half, I want to say. So my birthday is October 14th. I'm gonna be 23 freaking years old. I feel so old, you guys. Like, let me just tell you, I can't with this. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer. Apparently this is really popular thanks to TikTok, and I really like it. I started using it, I want to say maybe about 2 months ago, and I have been loving this thing. So I just like to put it on my eyelids, kind of like as a primer, because like I said, I don't use any sort of primer. I feel like even when I do, it doesn't help at all for me, so I just don't even bother with it. For my eyes, I love using my Naked 3 palette. I actually don't really like it. I only like the lighter tones, but I feel like this palette isn't really that good. Every time I use Naked palettes, I feel like they don't go well on my skin. Like, you can't really see the color. The brush actually kind of sucks, so I don't really like this palette. But the only thing I like is the Strange Shadow. It's this one right here, because I use it like as a base to sort of mattify my eyelids whenever I'm about to put on the rest of my eyeshadow. Also, if you have, you know, darker skin, a little darker skin like I do, because I don't have fair skin, I have more like tan in between, sort of. These colors just don't go on me. So if you use any other Naked palettes and you have skin complexion that is similar to mine, please let me know what you use, because I just really want to know. So the next question is a pretty juicy question, and that is, how did my boyfriend and I meet? So Chris and I actually met back when we were in high school. By the way, I'm going to be using this palette, and I'm going to be using this color right here. It doesn't say the shade or not, but this is from Ross, I think, and it's actually a really good palette. It's way better than my Naked palette. I'm just going to tell you that. And the price point, very big difference. So Chris and I met. The story is actually kind of juicy, and I don't know if I'm comfortable sharing it with you guys just yet, because yeah, it's pretty juicy. But we met when he was a senior and I was a sophomore. We went to the same school. We went to like a college prep sort of private school. It was like a Christian private school, if you're If you're watching me and you know what I'm talking about, you know the real deal, you know what went down. But yeah, we met through a mutual friend, and we actually didn't start dating until he graduated, until he finished high school, which was honestly a lot better. It just made the situation 100 times better. Like I said, it's a really juicy situation, but maybe that's a story for another time. I'm currently using the NYX or NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. This is in very crazy colors, and as you can tell by my room, I am not a very crazy color person. I got this to do like a Euphoria TikTok makeup look, and I just failed miserably. Like I still am trying to get the hang of TikTok. It's just not, I just don't really know much about it. Like when I film my TikToks, I have to film it on like my phone and my vlog camera, and then go to Final Cut Pro and edit the video, because it's just like literally 10 times easier for me to know, or like for me to do that. Chris and I have been together for about 7.5 years, I want to say. So we've been together for a long time. We're still not engaged. So Chris, if you're watching this, I'm waiting. Well, I used this like orange color that's right here. There's no names on these colors either, so I can't really tell you what the names are, but I feel like you can't tell I'm wearing eyeshadow, but I swear to you guys, I'm doing something here. Also, I already did my eyebrows just because these take literally forever. I'm gonna go in with this like orangey yellow color, and I'm gonna put this one on my actual eyelid. I want to know, are you guys in a relationship? Comment down below. I've been in a pretty long relationship by now, and I hope Chris and I get married one day. I hope it's soon, because I don't know, 7 years is a long time. Yeah, but I'm in a committed 7-year relationship. Like, kind of want it to be a little more formal now, but I think once Chris is done with his rad tech program, the story is actually a lot juicier than it sounds. Like, we just met through a friend, but he was actually one of my friend's boyfriend, and we're just gonna leave it at that because I am still not comfortable telling that story. How did you get the motivation to start a YouTube channel and not care what others think? I think I got 2 questions that were very similar to this. So I actually started my YouTube channel when I was still in high school, and I started it because actually my sister watched a lot of YouTube. Like, my sister's 5 years younger than me, and she would watch I don't know, like YouTube videos like Orbeez and stuff like that, when that was a thing back in like 2013, I want to say, because around that time was when I started my YouTube channel. I actually started it in 2014 because I was still like a little iffy about it, but I started it because I started watching YouTubers like My Life as Ava or Alicia Marie, and I just really love the content that they made. It was like really comforting content. It was all like super happy and like super chill. And the part about how I don't care what other people think, that's actually kind of hard. A lot of YouTubers might tell you they don't care what like other people think, but I just spoke. Damn it. Oh no, is this video ruined now? Because now how am I gonna get my makeup out? I'm literally out of this and I'm making this video today. Like, this is, look at this. This is bad. This is not the video I should be making today. But if they tell you it doesn't bother them what other people think, like, I don't necessarily think that's true. It's gonna bother everyone at some point, and they might like try their best to not. Look at how I'm doing this. This is horrible. I'm sorry. I swear I don't usually do my makeup like this. Yeah, but I just think it's kind of hard to not care what other people say. Like, I know for me, it is kind of hard. I don't really have a lot of viewers on my channel, so I feel like I haven't experienced that type of hate yet. And at some point or the other, it's gonna come, and I know it's gonna come. But I just think you just have to think about why you're doing this. Like, if they're commenting negative things, or if they're just out here to like blast you and say negative things about you, like, why are they watching? Like, why are they wasting their time talking about someone else, like if they talk about you, it must be because they don't like something that you're doing. But I mean, if you like what you're doing, then I just think that it's fine. Like, just don't care. It's hard. Like, for me, I'm not at that level of YouTube fame that a lot of other YouTubers have. I don't even consider myself like famous or anything, but I know that right now I'm doing my best to know that when that time comes, I just need to be ready. But it's just learning to know that that's gonna happen, and learning to accept that those people don't have anything better to do than to talk about you. But you know, you should be pleased. People are talking about you. And even if they're talking bad about you, I heard that like one time, like, be mad when people don't talk about you. Something along those lines, you know? The next question was, what is my favorite foundation or concealer? And it has to be this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've had this for, I want to say, 4 or 6 months, and it is coming to its end. Like, literally, the thing broke right now. And I'm in the shade Stromboli. I thought it always said Stormy, but it just says Stromboli. But this, I love the finish it gives. It's kind of like a dewy type of finish, and I really like that because I feel like when I wear like full matte foundation, I just look like a cake, literally. And if you put on like setting powder, I just feel like that's even worse. So if you're gonna wear setting powder, I just like it best when I wear like a dewy type of foundation. It looks a lot better. And then of course the concealer is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have 3 of them actually. I have a darker shade. This, I use it sometimes to contour, and I have light beige and medium sand. So I have 3 of these, and I really like all of them. I use them all for like different things. So we're gonna move on to some setting powder. I just got this one. It is the Kylie Jenner translucent setting powder, and I have only used this twice. Today is the second time I'm gonna use it. So I have only used it once, but today is the second time, and I heard kind of like mixed reviews about it. Some people like it, some people don't. I just think it's the type of skin type you have. So I'm gonna be putting this on right now. I'm actually gonna bake my foundation, and I'm just using this Real Technique sponge. It's a really good sponge. Like this, when you wash it, the foundation actually comes off. But I'm just gonna be putting that right there. I don't know if you can tell I have it on. The next question is, are you a Latina? And yes, my friend, I am Latina. I am Mexican. I was born in Mexico City, Mexico DF. If you guys are from Mexico, literally shout out to you. But if you're just Latina, you know, shout out to you as well. I was born in Mexico City. I came here to the US with my parents when I was around, I think I was 7. I was 7 years old. Do you guys see that? I feel like I have more here than on the other side. So as I was saying, I was 7 years old when I came here to the US with my family. And yeah, I know how to speak Spanish fluently. I know how to read it fluently. I'm actually forgetting to translate some things in Spanish, so maybe I shouldn't say speak it fluently. But I mean, I speak it every day with my parents, so I guess like that's fluently. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Comment down below where you are from. If you're Latina, comment down below. Let me know what country you're from, whether you're from Mexico, El Salvador, or any other part of Latino America. I really want to know. Pros and cons of living in LA. Now this, thank you for asking this question, and I'm going to tell you why. Living in LA, pros of it are you're really close to literally everything. You have literally everything here. It's so multicultural, so literally if you're from, you can be from any country, any ethnicity, any culture, any ethnic background, and you will literally fit right into LA because there's just so many things here. But of course there is a high Latino and Hispanic population because we're right next to Mexico. You have things like Disneyland, Universal Studios, Hollywood is right here. This is a place where if you want to be an actor, I'm using this Revlon eyelash curler. I just got this as well, and I feel like it doesn't really curl my lashes. In the valley, you'll most likely find like Middle Eastern cultures, and if you go of course towards downtown LA, you will find more of a Hispanic and a Latino population. And then if you go to East LA, then you will find a lot of Mexicans there. That's where they all gather, you know. If you go to the San Gabriel Valley, which is still in LA County, you will see a lot of more Asian cultures. There's a lot of restaurants there with really good food. I went to this Korean restaurant with my boyfriend one time in Rosemead. It was pretty expensive, but it was really, really good. Some cons is that there's way too much people in LA, and that it's really expensive. A lot of people are coming here. There's cities in LA that are getting gentrified, which is bad. That means when there's like a lot of people that are either super rich or they're white Caucasian that are coming to like build businesses in Hispanic communities or in minority communities, and then they're trying to like bump up the rent like super high, and they're trying to like demolish their homes or like buy off their homes and just like build businesses there, like very hipster like. That's happened a lot in Highland Park. There's a lot of gentrification in that area of LA. It's more like East LA, but that is really bad. I feel like it's something that shouldn't be happening. People that are in LA also complain that there is so much traffic in LA. And to be honest, living in LA or in LA County my whole life, I've learned to live with it. Like honestly, I know that I'm going to be stuck in the freeway maybe like 40 minutes, 2 hours, you know, it just kind of depends. And so people who aren't from LA and they start complaining about the traffic. Like if you don't like it, I saw this tweet. It said if you don't like it, you can leave. And I'm sorry if I sound rude, but boy or girl, whether you came here to LA, this is part of the culture. Like the traffic, I feel like, is a big part of the culture here in LA. Everyone's just trying to do their thing, hustle, get to their places, yada yada yada. The rent is really high. I want to say another pro is all the good food that we have because we're so multicultural here in LA. The Lakers. Now, I'm not a huge Laker fan. Like I listen. I know about the Lakers because of my boyfriend. I watch games sometimes with my boyfriend, but I know a lot of people love the LA Lakers and also the Dodgers. I'm not a really big baseball fan and I don't watch baseball, but I think those are some pros that we have. Also, I'm currently using this mascara. It is a Great Lash Maybelline Blackest of Blacks. Next question is, what are you studying in college? And let me just tell you, this is gonna be a juicy answer, because for that, let's go make ourselves a smoothie because I'm actually super hungry and kind of thirsty. Okay, I make some of the best smoothies. The question was, what are you studying in college? And let me tell you, so if you've been watching my lives, you probably know that I finished my college degree, or like my associate's degree, and I applied to literally 4 colleges that are really prestigious here in like LA, and none of them accepted me. Kind of sad. But I didn't apply to any backup schools because I didn't want to go to any backup schools. I'm gonna be serious with y'all. I did not want to go to Cal State, and I know those are some really good schools for film and television, which is what I was on track to finish studying. So since I didn't get accepted and I literally didn't apply to any other schools, I am going to take this year off of college to focus on my YouTube channel. And I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've just been wanting to focus on my channel, and I feel like being in college, I was a full-time student, so I wasn't like part-time. So for me, it was really hard to do both of those things at once, because I'm the type of person that likes to go 100% in on something. I didn't want to do like half and half, like half YouTube, half school, because I felt like I wasn't making any progress in either of those sections, because I was like not focusing like strictly on one. So I'm gonna take this time to literally just focus on my YouTube channel, and I don't know if I'm gonna drop out. Like I don't think you would count this as dropping out just yet. If I do end up, I'm gonna remove my bake because I still got it right there. If I do end up doing, or like if my channel ends up doing really well here these next couple of months, then I might drop out of college. I don't know if that even counts as dropping out because I finished my associate's degree. I just like didn't, or like I applied but I didn't get accepted to an actual university. So that's the tea. So because of that, my channel might take like a turn because I did film the college giveaway, and that's where a lot of you guys are coming from, all of like my new subscribers. So I don't think I'm going to be continuing to do college related content. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It just kind of depends like how I'm feeling, because I don't want to be inauthentic with what I am sharing with you guys. So maybe my new content, or most likely, not maybe, most likely like 90% of the, this is 90% probability, I'm gonna be talking about doing YouTube full time, like taking a break from school, trying to do YouTube and see how it works out. So if you guys want to follow me along with that, then stay subscribed, or just subscribed if you aren't already. The next question is, how did the whole quarantine affect you? And I actually got this, I want to say 3 times, and like this question, and mentally it was a little hard because both of my parents, well, my mom lost her job because of quarantine, and my dad's job like basically lowered his work hours because he works for doing marketing for like real estate companies, and the market, like the house market, wasn't doing that well, and it's still kind of like because of the whole quarantine. Like people don't have money to buy a house, and he does like advertisement for a real estate company, so like taking pictures or like putting like online advertisements, stuff like that. So you know, his hours got reduced because of that. Thank God, like they didn't let him go, because that would have just been even more horrible. So mentally in that aspect, it was pretty challenging, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But we've just been home and we have been trying to stay safe. So yeah, it's definitely taken a toll on all of us in my household with the whole weight situation, because we've just been like eating all the time. So right now I'm trying to like get back into like the weight I used to be, and just like losing weight in general, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I really love Mochi. How did you decide to get a pet? So no, this is Mochi. Say hi, Moch. Isn't she just the cutest? Okay, so the story about how I got Mochi is I really wanted a dog. I decided to get another dog, and I looked into Craigslist because I know a lot of people put their dogs like for adoption on Craigslist when they have like a big litter. So I got swindled by the family that gave me Mochi, because they told me she was a poodle, because I was looking for a poodle, and then like a miniature poodle, and they told me she was, and she was like super fluffy and super curly. But then she grew up, and you know, she's obviously not a poodle. She's a little fluffy. So we think she's like some sort of terrier chihuahua mix. She's not that noisy. She's more like gets excited and she barks when people like come to the house, because she just wants like attention. But she's not like a bad dog at all. I love her. The next question is, are you good at digital art? And I love to think that I'm pretty good at it, because I do all of my edits and all of like the illustrations. Oops. You guys see like on the intros of my videos and like the subscribe buttons. I make that all myself on my iPad and my computer. So yeah, let me know. A lot of people told me they like my edits, and I love to tell them that I did it, because I actually did it, because hiring an editor and like a graphic designer is way too much money that I don't really have to spend in that specific area right now, but I love to think I'm pretty good at it. What is your biggest challenge as a college student? So Like I said, I'm not in college anymore, at least not for now. I'm using this Milk Makeup Work shade. It's in the shade Work. It is a like creamy blush, and I like to put it like right here and also in this part. So I think something challenging that a lot of people don't talk about is actually choosing a major. And the thing about choosing a major is a lot of people often choose it because of influence of their parents or influence of their friends, but not really because they like it. Like, I was studying nursing and I switched to film and television because of my YouTube channel. And it was honestly, I'm sorry, the lighting is just horrible even though I have my lights here. It was the best decision I could ever make, and I was initially studying that because I honestly just felt a little bit of peer pressure from my parents. Not directly, it was more like an indirect like pressure, because my family like, we don't have a lot of money. Like, the stuff I buy, all of my stuff, it's stuff that like I've actually worked for, and my boyfriend honestly has helped me so much in investing on my channel, so thanks to Chris. For my channel, I got it with work, you know, so it was more like pressure of providing for my family, since, you know, we're not like in the best situation financially. So it was more of like, oh, getting a stable job, because I don't want to suffer like financial hardships in the future. But what a lot of people don't tell you is, if you go into a job, like, a lot of people choose psychology, and I don't know why a lot of people choose psychology. It's a very popular major that people choose, but I honestly sometimes think that they just try to go for an easy major, but they end up finding out that they don't like it. This can happen with like a lot of majors, obviously, but I'm really happy that I changed to film and television. And something that a lot of people don't really consider sometimes is that people don't necessarily need to go to school for their major. Like, I chose film and television because I wanted to focus on my YouTube channel, but not necessarily because I like loved film and television. I really love movies. I really love that aspect of Hollywood. But it was more to like work on my YouTube channel, and it's just so completely different. Like, working in film and television is super different from having a YouTube channel, because it's a lot more work. Like, you are not sleeping, you are barely getting days off when you're in that industry, and that's not really what I was like going for with my YouTube channel. So that's why I'm just taking this break from school to work on my channel. Question is, do I have any tips for saving or investing money? So something that I can tell you guys is to invest in real estate or in like the stock market. But to invest in the stock market, I would highly recommend for you guys to get someone to teach you how to do it, because you can honestly be swindled, is that the word, in the stock market if you're not careful. So I highly recommend, if you're like 18, you should learn how to do that, because you can literally make money in your sleep with that. I want to take some courses in doing that. My dad actually knows how to do all that stuff, but he's kind of like impatient when it comes to teaching people how to do stuff. So I am probably just gonna take like a course that can help me do all of that stuff, because it is a really good thing to invest in like real estate or stock market, because you can make money in your sleep. Like, you can buy a duplex, for example, and live in one side, rent out the back, and you can honestly have your mortgage from people living in like the back of the duplex or in the front, wherever you want them to live in. So yeah, I recommend, if you're 18, to do that. If you're younger than 18 and want to save money, I recommend you to not buy things, because, or like, don't buy expensive things. Sometimes you go to the dollar section at Target, and you think you're saving money, but then you walk out with like $50 worth of that like $1 stuff. So I don't know, I just think it's making smart money decisions, and I definitely haven't been one to do that when I was like younger than I am right now, when I was like 18 and when I first started with a job and stuff like that. But yeah, I would tell you to really think about the decisions you're making money wise and go from there. Do you have a business? And I do have one business. It is, well, my YouTube channel is a business, so I guess I have 3. So I have that one. I have my photography business. If you didn't know, I'm a photographer. Go check out my photography website. I haven't done a lot of photography work, especially since this whole quarantine is going on. And right now my mom and I are trying to start like a doormat business. So we're trying to like do personalized doormats, so we'll see how that goes. Putting on this Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy and the color Smash Up. And the next question is, what is your favorite movie? And I'm so glad you guys asked this, because my answer, you guys might be like, really, Jimena, that movie? But yes, I love the Twilight Saga. I think for the most part the first movie got really close to the books. A lot of people don't like Kristen Stewart, but honestly, I think her acting is okay. Like, it's not horrible. I love Robert Pattinson. He is real cute. He was my dream bae when I was still, what, like 13 years old. By the way, I'm going in with the e.l.f. clear lip gloss. This is a lip lacquer, apparently. So I really like putting this one on top of the matte one. What beauty items do you always keep in your bag? So if you're talking about my makeup bag, I keep everything in here. Like, literally, this is from Tartan and Twine. I saw this at Ulta for like $20-something. I got it at Ross for $4. That's a steal, my friend. All of my makeup brushes, I put them in this bag because they just get kind of nasty if I just put them all alone right there, like individually. So I like putting those in. I love having hand sanitizer because sometimes I like doing my makeup in the car, and then, you know, you touch the car handle and you touch this and you touch that, and then with this whole pandemic going on, it's just not safe to touch anything and then touch your face. You know what I mean? So I like carrying that. Something I haven't restocked on, but it's something I also sometimes carry, is makeup remover. That is so important. They sell like some like mini makeup remover, like liquid, at the stores. I heard they also have like little Neutrogena like makeup wipes that are like super tiny. So I would recommend you having that, some deodorant. And yeah, that's pretty much what I carry. Let's fix this hair. So I just got my hair done with my hairstylist Alexa. She is the literal best, guys. Look at how good this looks. Also, I forgot to share my highlighter. I don't actually have a highlighter, so I use this Lit eyeshadow palette. I use these 2 shades right here, and look at how shiny that is. It looks better than any eyeshadow palette I have used. And so I curled my hair earlier this morning. I don't know, it looks kind of, the front ends always don't work out the best for me. I don't know why. I need to tell Alexa to teach me again because I'm a mess. But this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Sometimes I like wearing it with these like 2 pins I got at Target. Maybe I can put one like right here. Oh, that actually looks really cute. And then this one right there. Does that look good? I feel like, no, I feel like the other one just added a little more. Ow. I feel like that just adds a little more volume, a little more character. But also for my eyebrows, I love using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ash Brown. This is, I only use this product on my eyebrows because it is the very best of the best. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for getting ready with me this morning. I am about to go and film another YouTube video. Actually, I have to film some b-roll for a YouTube video that is all about making some money. So if you wanna watch that video, it's gonna be up after this one, so just click on the iCard. And I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on